What's up, guys? It's your girl Carter back with another video, and today I'm super excited just to come on and tell you guys how my Ovusense cycle worked. And I must say, I've been super confused. It's made me think wow, have I really been doing it all wrong for 4 years? Wow, you guys. If you watched my last video, then you know that I just purchased Ovusense and been using pre-seed, which is not my first time with the pre-seed, but I've been using pre-seed along with this cycle due to the fact that we can't do our IUI this month or next month. So if you see me looking down, it's because I have my iPad with my notes here. If you are interested in seeing how my first Ovusense cycle went, then definitely stay tuned. Oh yeah, before we get into this video, guys, we are almost at 450 subscribers. So definitely, if you're new here, go ahead and hit that subscribe button and follow your girl. Y'all, it is a struggle getting to 1,000 subscribers. So I have been looking at my details of my channel, and more people that don't subscribe to me watch my videos, which is weird. So definitely, if you're watching the videos, go ahead and support your girl and go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Now we can go ahead and begin the video. Also, guys, I want to thank you so much for giving me such kind words and encouragement on my last video, especially with me doing my affirmations. It has worked wonders for me. I don't know about you guys. I don't know if you took the tip and started doing that for yourself, but it has helped me. And also, just to mention that this is National Infertility Awareness Week. So I hope that you let your story be heard. You honored your story. A lot of people took to Instagram and Facebook and told their story, shared their pictures, shared, photos of their treatments, all that they have done. We also did get together with a group of other women that are just like me, women of color, and we all just got together and we did this big collage because sometimes us women of color are, underrepresented, okay? I don't know if that's a word, but underrepresented, meaning a lot of us may not feel comfortable sharing our story, wanting people to know. In some people's cultures, it is looked down upon, because we're having a hard time with, conceiving. It could be anything. I saw a lot of people come out of their shell and share their story. And it was such an amazing feeling to find other people who look just like me, share their story and make a connection. So it's a whole nother sisterhood here. And this week has really blessed me. It really blessed me. One of the things we really wanted our husbands to, join. Some men are not as comfortable, sharing their infertility story, especially if it's male factor fertility. Excuse me. And that's totally understandable. It's not an easy subject to talk about, so I totally get it, but I wanted to share our collage with you. If you don't follow me on Instagram, usually my Instagram is private, but if I see a familiar face or a familiar name, then I'll go ahead and approve. But yeah, guys, so I'm going to show you right now. All right, so finally, let's go ahead and get into it about this chart. Y'all, I took screenshots every step of the way so that I can show y'all. Okay, so I have been taking my pre-mom or pre-mama ovulation strips. So I was taking those, and let me find that picture. Hold on. And I will post on here for y'all too, but I just want to see. Oh, y'all crap. So yeah, I was using that, those strips, and I took my ovulation, I think from cycle day, let me see. Okay, So yeah, I started, it looks like I took a picture. I probably started way earlier, but on my picture that I'm going to insert, it looks like it's starting from cycle day 14. And I had a really low surge. I got a peak at cycle day 16. Okay, remember that cycle day 16 is when I got my peak. So I'm thinking, okay, cool, like cycle day 16, so generally you want to say 24 to 48 hours, you know, you're gonna ovulate. So that would have put me roughly at cycle day 18. So on cycle day 18, I got a very low surge, but on Ovusense, my temperature went up. So I went and posted my chart to the Ovusense support group on Facebook. And the lady said, it looks like you ovulated on cycle day 18. So I'm like, okay, cool. Like, I made it because, y'all, we baby danced from cycle day 9 all the way to cycle day 12 or 13, I think. Then we were doing every other day to make sure that we can meet the mark, and then, you know, give Nick a little time to re-up on his supply, because he says he can't do it in 24 hours. So okay, cool. So yeah, so we were really getting it in, y'all. Like, I'm thinking, like, we got every day covered, we're good. And then we also baby danced on, I think, y'all, these things are so small, I think cycle day like 19 or something like that. No, cycle day 18, which was the day I was supposed to ovulate, according to my ovulation strips. So, yeah, I am going to go ahead. I'm rambling, y'all. So let me go ahead and insert the chart where you can see my ovulation strips and see where it gives me a peak at cycle day 16, which is the reason why I thought that I was going to ovulate on the 18th. So I'm going to insert it right now. Okay, so now y'all are able to see what I was talking about with the test strips. Now I'm going to insert the chart from my Ovusense that shows that my temperature went up. So Ovusense goes off the rise in your temperature to try to determine when you might have ovulated. So I'm going to show you that minor rise on my on cycle day 18 on my Ovusense right now. Okay, so now that we're all caught up and you're seeing both charts, so I'm thinking I'm good. So I'm still using my sensor because, you know, I just want to keep checking my temperature. So then, like, on the 19th or the 20th, my status on Ovusense changes and it says you are now in your ovulation window. Please continue using your sensor. So I'm like, what the crap? At this point, I'm thinking like, oh, okay, so the next thing that's going to happen is this going to confirm that I have ovulated on the 18th. No. So it's telling me this is my ovulation window because I asked again, and it means, okay, go ahead and, you know, baby dance because this is your ovulation window where you're possibly going to release the egg. So I'm like, okay. So I was just, you know, I was just freaking out. I'm like, Nick, you think we should do it? And he's like, I don't know, what do you think? So I'm like, okay, let's just do it. So I think we did it on cycle day 20. We did it on cycle day 20, and then I got a higher temperature on cycle day 21. So my temperature was still steadily going up. And then on cycle day 21, I started feeling like my ovulation pains. Now keep in mind, like this whole time around the 18th, I wasn't feeling anything, nothing at all. So I was assuming like, okay, maybe it's happening on my left side. And you know, normally I don't feel anything on my left side. So cycle day 21, and I'm feeling ovulation pains. I'm going back and forth like, babe, what do you think we should do? Should we keep, you know, trying? And I just really, in the past, like, I don't know if this is TMI, but in the past, and some of y'all probably have dealt with this, it's a lot of pressure, and it brings on a lot of stress when you're just kind of like, okay, come on, babe, let's do this. It's a lot of pressure, and it doesn't feel natural. And so I didn't want to, you know, make Nick feel like that. Because when I have, it didn't go over well. And so we just decided, you know, okay, well, we'll just wait and see how it goes. So we skipped, I think, we skipped cycle day 21. And cycle day 22, we baby danced. And so I'm like, okay, well, you know, this should just be enough. Like, this is in between this fertile window or ovulation window that the sensor is giving me. So, you know, we got it in before, and then we got it in the day after. Hopefully that's enough, you know, hopefully. And, you know, I just prayed about it and let it be. You know, I'm like, you know, this is the first cycle. We'll see how it goes. If not, you know, we'll try again next month. And then next month it'll give us an even greater chance because we have Femera to use as well. So our next cycle, if we have to, will be a medicated cycle. So baby dance, cycle day 22. Yeah. And so after that, 2 more days went by, and then I was wondering, I got another, let me just go ahead and insert my chart right here so you guys can see. Sorry, I'm all over the place today. I'm going to insert it right now. Okay, so now that you guys see that, so now let's skip to cycle day 24. So once I downloaded my data from my sensor, then it changed and it finally told me what day I ovulated. So keep in mind, I am thinking, and this was with some kind of confirmation from the support group, that I ovulated on cycle day 18. So I'm like, oh yeah, I'm super good. Well, it says that I ovulated on cycle day 21. So if you're questioning where I'm getting or where I'm going here, the ovulation strips told me that I had a peak on cycle day 16. So if you give or take 12 to 24 or 48 hours, that would put me on cycle day 18, which shows that I had a rise in my temperature cycle day 18, which made me think that I ovulated there. But Ovusense says that I ovulated on the 21st. So from the 18th, well, let's say from the 16th of when I got my peak, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 6 days later. 6 days later, I know for a fact, since I've really been using ovulation strips and trying to understand it, like using clear blue and all that, I know for a fact that after that window, after I get my peak and 2 days afterwards, I know I was not baby dancing. I was done. You know, maybe get it in once or twice before I'm about to start my cycle, but I was not thinking about having no sex. And that could be the reason why it's been going on this long, because the ovulation strips and the sensors saying 6 days apart. So there's a disconnect here. And I've noticed that that is what's been going on, and how the other ladies in the success group have been getting their BFPs because they've been going off of Ovusense alone. So pretty much those ovulation strips could be a little bit misleading. But I wanted to try this month to see if they would be on track with each other. And perfect example, they are not. So with that being said, my app said that I was on DPO 8. But when I try to change the data, I think I'm only DPO, is it 21? What's the day, 25th? Yeah, I don't know what today is, but I know I'm not 8 DPO. So this whole 2-week wait has flew by, because I don't know what the hell is going on. I don't know. So I haven't really been able to think that far along as far as my 2 weeks. I had a cute little post I wanted to do and everything for me being in my 2-week wait. Can't even use that because I don't know where I am. And then another thing that makes me question is, if I ovulate 6 days later, then it makes me question, how long is my luteal phase? That is a good thing to be trying to find out, because I think that when your luteal phase is short, then I don't think that you have a great chance on having a successful pregnancy or something like that, or getting pregnant. I don't know. I gotta read back on it, but yeah, like, it's so many factors in this cycle, and it's left me confused. But one thing about it is I feel great that I'm able to determine what day I actually ovulated on. And so I'm gonna still keep on attempting. My temperature is still going up. I will insert a picture of my chart, which is going good. So I think if my temperature still goes up, then it could be a good possibility that I have conceived, and I will be so happy, you guys. But I am, I'm still hopeful. I'm still keeping everything, I'm just keeping everything in a good mindset. I'm like, should I go ahead and test? Absolutely not, Carter, because I just ovulated a couple days ago, so it can't be. But my chart's saying, or on my app, Glow app, and then Pre-Mom app, saying I'm supposed to come on my cycle in 2 or 3 days. So that's gonna be a good question. So I think that I may wait till the end of the week to see if Ovusense changes the day that it thinks I ovulated before I waste a test. So yeah, I think this video has been very, very lengthy, but I was super excited to tell you guys about this. Maybe you have been using Ovusense and you have some tips for me, but I know that I have been doing my castor oil packs. I have been using pre-seed like crazy. I actually followed the directions and put it in before we have sex or whatever. I've been taking my CoQ10. I have been taking all my vitamins, my vitamin D. I actually upped my vitamin D just a little bit in hopes that that'll help. And taking my folic acid, have Nick on his stuff too, and I just ordered some more baby boom tea. So yeah, I'm ready if we have to go into another cycle, and I'm ready if this is the cycle that we get our BFP. Either way, I am ready. So yes, guys, I'm gonna go ahead and insert my last chart right here, and then you guys comment down below and let me know what you think. Where do you think I stand in this cycle? What does it look like to you? What do you get from this? Because your girl is hella confused. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and insert it now. Alright guys, so I have inserted all of my screenshots that I saved for you guys, and yeah, so you guys are on the same page with me. My next video would hopefully be me taking a pregnancy test, if my cycle doesn't beat me to doing that. And yeah, that'll be my next one. Y'all pray for me, pray I get my positive pregnancy test. I cannot wait. I hope that you guys are celebrating and shouting your story out to anybody that will absolutely listen, just to let them know that you're not alone. We are all in this together, and shed some encouragement, share whatever you can to help the next woman that's dealing with infertility to persevere. Just persevere, keep going, and after every storm there's always a rainbow, and there's gonna be your baby there. So never give up, keep going, and congratulations to all the ladies that have gotten their BFP, and shout out to the ones that's gotten their pregnancy test or gotten, so far in their pregnancy, and they're still advocating for the ones that are still in the wait. That is something that has truly warmed my heart when it comes to this situation, because a lot of those girls in the group, they got their babies, but they still took out the time to advocate, still tell their story, still encourage, and just go hard. Go hard for those who rather stay private or anonymous, and just fighting the fight for everybody. But anyways, guys, I feel like I have talked entirely too much, but it was a lot of excitement to share with you guys. I love you guys so much. If you are new here, if you're not new here, go ahead and comment and like this video. And until then, I love you guys so much. Bye, guys.